Here's what I really think of the United Kingdom.
Who will make the cut? Who will win our hearts? MJT Reviews.
Mitchell, James calling. Welcome back to MJT Review. Subscribe to see all my review videos and what the jury members think on this channel as well. This video talking about Bigger Than Us by Michael Rice.
It's bigger than us, and it's bigger than you and me. It's bigger.
I have to give a shout out to Michael Rice. I actually covered slightly a little bit of You Decide, the British national selection, and Michael Rice gave a love heart to the video. I was like, oh my god, and I looked back at the video and I'm like laying on my bed and I'm like, if I'd known that we had celebrities watching, I may have actually put a bit of effort into my presentation, but yes. So I'm making up for it now. My first note is Laurel Barker. That's all I wrote. Laurel Barker. The genius Laurel Barker, the queen of Eurovision. Not really, but she has returned with her world domination plan with this song. It's yet another song she's penned, and it's another song that has gotten through. This is the second out of 3 entries she's written for Eurovision this year. Oh my god, Laurel Barker, you are on fire. I loved this song the instant I heard it. So I remember when I heard it, I was like, should I listen to it? Because it was the audio version for the national selection. And I was like, and I was on a lunch break from work and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna listen to it. And so I was literally in a place like waiting for my lunch to come and I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh, I need to sit down. And so what got me straight away was the delay. I love the delay in that verse, if people know what I'm talking about. The rhythm's like you'd think it would be like da 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 da. I will make it clear it's me and you. Like that's what you could do. But instead he's like, hear these words that I sing to you. I will make it clear it's me or you. And I'm like, oh!
Hear these words that I sing to you. I will make it clear it's me and you.
Ooh, why I do that? It gives me chills. So this song has a lovely wholesome gospel sound to it. It gives me a vibe of like Take Me to Church. Take Me to Church. Take Me to Church by Hosier. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. I love the use of the chamber choir, especially in the like bigger, bigger, bigger.
Bigger, bigger.
I'm wondering how they can achieve that chamber choir sound with backing vocals. I mean, you could have 5 backing vocals, but how are you going to achieve that kind of gospel choir sound? So that'll interest me. I know you can do like things with like echoing and stuff and sound effects to make it sound like there's a lot more people, and I'm sure they can work it out. But that is something that I look forward to seeing how they can kind of convert that into like 100% live performance version, because we haven't got that yet. I must say in the second verse they had a thing that felt like I keep feeling like I'm losing track of the tempo, and I'm like, I don't like that, because I like to feel like I can measure time well in songs. But there's that bit that's like, can you understand? You will never be alone, it's bigger than us. But it's like, can you understand? You will never be alone, it's bigger than us.
Cause this kind of a love is gonna be our only hope.
And I'm like, I have to work out, I don't know if it's just I'm getting in the mood of it, or maybe in the studio version he kind of sings that part faster than the actual tempo, and then it kind of, the tempo stays, you know, strong. And I don't know, but I keep losing my part in that instrumental break bar. So I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I love like I said, love the bigger middle part. Bigger, bigger, bigger. And what I love is that it could just be like bigger, but he's like bigger. He kind of like executes the notes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You're piercing my heart, Michael. You're piercing my heart. So then it gets quiet. And I'm like, Michael, what are you doing to me? Laurel Barker, what are you doing to me? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
What are you trying to do to us? What are you trying to do?
Then we get a key change. And not only is it a key change, but it is the best key change I have ever heard in Eurovision.
It's bigger than everything we see. Yeah. Oh.
I am claiming it as the best key change. I was like, I was in the shop and I was like, I gotta walk outside. I gotta do a walkout. Bye. I'm done. Bye. Bye, hon. For reals, what it is incredible. I got chills. I kept like rewinding it to that part. I was like, gotta hear it again. To the point where I've almost like overheard this song so many times that I'm sure at the end of the year this will be like #1 song I've listened to, because there was a period where I had this on loop. Laurel Barker's trademark. She's got a trademark and it's her progressions at the end of songs. She has a beat and I love it. I think it's like, I always say it's like the third bar in like a section has that progression. And sometimes you do it, like songs don't really do that anymore, but she does it for almost all her songs I've ever heard. For Eurovision anyway, she does it every time. She did it for Stones, she did it for She Got Me, and she did it for this as well. And it was just magical. It's like, it's bigger than us, and the music goes like into the kind of like a minor key, and it's bigger than us, and it's bigger than you and me. And I was like, oh my gosh, it feels like the world is kind of all, like every atom is kind of like, atom? It's an atom? I never thought my science knowledge would have to be good for this. Every like molecule, all the atoms, every molecule on Earth kind of like, every pollen kind of like lifts up and spins around. It's how I visualize when I hear that part of the song. And I just get chills every time, my throat chokes up, I get really emotional, and I'm like, oh my gosh, best progression out of all the Laurel Barker songs. So, but I love the progression in Stones as well. She just does something. What do you do, Laurel? Okay, so Michael has an outstanding voice. He's going to be a really stellar vocalist for a really long time, for decades to come. He is going to go in the books because he is so good. I didn't realize until I watched him perform that how young he is, because I thought he was like early 30s just from listening, not look, because then I saw it and I'm like, oh, you're young. And I was like, how have you been able to strengthen your voice like that so quickly? Like, I remember when my voice broke when I was a teenager, I'm like, okay, having to learn to sing again. And it took years, and I think he's 18. I know he's won a singing competition, and yeah, it's just, I like that he can kind of go from covers to originals and execute originals as well. I'm claiming it as UK's best entry since 2009, since It's My Time by JD. I love the video as well. I absolutely love the music video. I love how they put like a whole storyline to it. I must say though, I would have loved for the kids to be more like teenagers, maybe 14, 15, 16. Because having like them as primary school kids, I don't know, maybe they already think that the teenagers that are into this song and like the people in their 20s are already into it by the time this music video came out. And so maybe they were trying to attract a younger demographic and family. But it just made the song seem like a family song, and like, you know, he would go around and do like tour at primary schools and stuff after this, because they were school kids. Love the idea of like, you know, the racial tension, and then the fact that the adults even had tension because her parents, I'm assuming, were same-sex couple, and then it united and everything. The story was great. It matches the music, matches the song, but I just think that it kind of gives a really youthful, like too youthful. It's very, gives it a childish vibe, and I'm worried that, like, I'm sure families will watch and love it, but it just made me think, oh, I want this to remain fresh and current and contemporary. So that's my only worry, but it's not a big worry, and I actually love the music video, and I like he's on a hill, like kind of looking very swag and everything, swagger vibe on. So I thought it was great, and I can't wait to see how this goes. One of the things I'm most excited about this year is to see where this places, because I have no idea. It should be around the top, but you know, it's UK. If you're amazing, you might come 19th. So I really hope that people get on board and actually recognize the UK. They got a lot of campaigning because they're not in semi-finals, and they'll have to go straight to the final, which can actually be a challenge when you're in Eurovision. I've said it before, but I really wish them all the best, and go Laura Barker. Also, John Lundvik wrote this song with Laura Barker. He co-wrote it. He's like one of the many people who co-wrote this song, but he co-wrote this song along with Too Late for Love. And I'm amazed. I found that out after I loved this song and after I loved Too Late for Love. A fan told me in the comments, and I couldn't believe it.
Fun fact. No way. No way. Jen is saying, fun fact, John has already had a song in Eurovision this year, but as a songwriter. Bigger Than Us, UK entry.
As soon as I found out, it just made so much sense to me, because I get the similarities in style, and I would wonder how, I think he could execute this well as well. It is the song and the singer matches, both great singers. I think Michael, it really suits him. I understand that why John went for Too Late for Love and they gave Michael Bigger Than Us. But it's so perfect for both of them. So we'll talk more about Sweden, and check out all the other review videos for all the other countries. And we have a jury on this panel. So check out all the jury members. We've got British jury member, Vietnamese jury member, Australian composer and musicologist. So check that all out. Subscribe to see all that. And until next time, bonsoir Europe, and goodbye.
Who will make the cut? Who will win our hearts? MJT